Well, hello there. How are you? I hope you're doing great. I'm doing okay myself. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm doing pretty okay. I was just thinking about the amount of care and the amount of fucks we lend to opinions outside of our own. I was thinking about that, and I think that that is such a waste of your beautiful energy and focus to be concerned about how somebody else think about how you're living. You got to live in that body. You have to live in that body. You have to control, police, observe, and evict emotions that no longer, um, that aren't qualified tenants, should I say. You got to get rid of them. So being overly concerned about how somebody else feels about how you're living, caring too much, giving all them fucks, that's doing nothing but damaging you, beautiful one. Divine one, you are lending too much attention. You allowing too much space to be rented inside of your beautiful divine mind. Being concerned about how somebody else feels about you doing you. There are women that are looking for love, but are choosing to stay within their ethnic zip code because they're concerned that what someone else is going to say, and then they've pledged allegiance to the shade of the meat suit. They've pledged allegiance to the shade of this meat suit, and therefore they are missing out on beautiful love opportunities from other men. And Nicki Minaj said in one of her songs, all these bitches is my sons. So if you have the understanding that, and that's what you really rock with, well, science proves it too. But the original woman is the black woman. It's a woman that may have been the color of this right here. She was something dark skinned. She had a lot of carbon in her body. She was dark. So she created everything that's walking here. So for you to deny yourself an experience of love because you've pledged allegiance to the shade of your meat suit, you get a complete F. You done just push yourself completely off the stove because you've committed to something that's actually got a noose around your neck. You can't find love because you say it has to come from right here. It gotta come from right here. I want love, but it gotta come from right here. It has to be this type of being. It has to be that, or otherwise I ain't gonna be loved. So guess what? You ain't gonna get that love that you looking for. Because you done just threw everything else away and said, I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait for it to show up right here. I'm going to sit and wait for it to show up right here. And you've tried them. You tried all them different types within that racial zip code, that ethnic zip code. And the shit ain't working out. Because you are concerned what someone else is going to say. And because you've pledged your allegiance to something that's temporary. When you going to start making a choice for you? When you going to pick love? When are you actually going to pick love? When are you actually going to pick love instead of the shade of your meat suit or someone else's opinion? When will you allow love to have its way with you? Because that's actually what you want. You want that love experience, but you're more concerned about what somebody else gonna say if you show up with love on your shoulder and it looks like this. You better get in the game and you better choose you. Stop being concerned about what everybody else may say, gonna say, will say, because guess what? Even when you choose that love that does resemble you and is dragging you down the road, they gonna say something too then. They gonna say something too. People always gonna have something to say. But what matters more, it should always be, and it must start being what you have to say, what you feel. Can't nobody else live for you inside that body. It's only one of you in there with many different shades and many different personalities. But there's only one heart beating inside of you. It's only one heart beating inside of you. Your DNA is the only one that's running through your veins. It's only yours. So you better start living for you. Allow love to have its way with you. It wants to. You want it to. Get out your way. Go have your love experiences. They don't have to look like you. That's an ego thing. It's a preference. You know what I'm saying? It's a preference that you want. But in truth, they don't have to look like you to love you. They do not. So that's really a conversation you have to have with your human, aka your ego, your stop side. Because that's all this what it is. It's the messy motherfucker. You got to sit down and throw the messy motherfucker in the corner. Put a mirror right there in front of you too. And talk to yourself. Get real with yourself. There's something you want and you are in your way because of what another may say and because of what you've pledged your allegiance to. Love don't have no color. It's a feeling. It's an action verb.